Example 4 is a little bit less complicated looking, except that it does have 3 letters this time. So that means that when I calculate, I'm going to have 2 to the third power, which means I'll have to have 8 rows. Still works the same. First I cut in half. The first half is true. The second half is false. And then I cut the second column in half for each of those halves. And I go true, true, false, false, true, true, false, false. And then I cut those last remaining halves in half again, and I'll alternate true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. So the first column where I'm going to compare, I just want the conjunction P and Q. So this one is true and true equals to true. I'm only worried about P and Q, so we're going to compare those two. I need both of them to be true, so the first one both true, second one both true, none of the rest, so these will all be false. In the next column, I want P or R. So for some reason I had a Q there. Shouldn't be a Q, should be an R, right? We are doing OR, so I'm going to go all the way from P to R. This is OR, so for OR this is false or false equals to false. So for false or false equals to false, I'm looking for both of them to be false. So none of the first 4. That one isn't. This one will be false. And this one will be false. Everything else will be true. And then for the last one, this is my conditional, my if-then. So again, so remember, true, if true, then false equals to false. Nice thing is I'm just comparing these two, so I can go straight across here. I need to start true and end false to be false. The only 2 places I start true are these 2. Both of those end true, so those are both true. Everything else also true. So I am true all of the time. So this is an example of that special kind of tautology. So again, all of them true makes a tautology because this last part is the conditional if-then. We would say that my statement is an implication. So that's the special type of tautology, which is the conditional. If I have a conjunction, a disjunction, a biconditional, I just call it a tautology. But if I have just the single arrow, the conditional, that is an implication.